El siguiente programa muestra fallas de origen debido a la sobresaturación de las líneas de comunicación en el mundo causada por la pandemia mundial del COVID-19. Gracias por su comprensión. Bienvenidos a Friends at Home, segunda temporada, el programa fresco, único e irreverente de Run Inside. Hoy contamos con la presencia de HAYDEN PADDON, piloto de rally neozelandés. Inició su carrera deportiva en 2002 en Nueva Zelanda, participante del Pirelli Star Driver, participante del campeonato de producción WRC en 2010. En 2011, ganó el campeonato de producción WRC a bordo de un Subaru Impreza propio. En 2012, participó en la categoría Super 2000 con un Skoda Fabia. Ha participado dentro del WRC en equipos oficiales como el Qatar M-Sport World Rally Team y Hyundai Motorsport. Actualmente continúa con su propio equipo, desarrollando nuevas tecnologías con Hyundai Nueva Zelanda. HAYDEN PADDON, aquí en Rally Inside Plus Internacional.
Seguimos en Nueva Zelanda, amigos, y ahorita nos toca estar, adivinen con quién estamos, our Latin Hollywood star from New Zealand, HAYDEN PADDON. How are you, HAYDEN?
Very good, thank you very much.
Everything is okay there at home with your family and everything is okay there?
Yeah, it's good. It's getting cold, as you can see. We're starting to come into our winter in New Zealand, so I think in Mexico it's more warm at the moment.
No, 32 degrees right now, so thank you.
Oh, that's too much for a Kiwi.
Too much even for me. Too much even for me. So long time since the last time that I saw you, but I want to share to all the people that we have many stories around the world because we were traveling a lot and we always have experiences and stories. But my favorite story with HAYDEN PADDON, because one of the proposal of this program is that everybody that are participating in this program, that name is Friends at Home, are because they have to be my friends. So my favorite experience with him is when in Rally Mexico, when I was on the radio, on the official radio doing, I don't know, something, and somebody that I didn't know her wrote me and tell me, Ili, please, like an order, Ili, please, I have something for HAYDEN PADDON and I'm not going to leave the service park if you are not going to give me HAYDEN PADDON in front of me. And I said, okay, let me check if I can, because you know that, no, I don't know, I don't care. So you have to put him in front of me because I have a present for him. So she's a very nice friend today, but that day she made that figure of I don't know, wax or what was the wax or something about your shape, and it was very nice that moment when I went with you and I said, "Hayden, come please, because she's gonna kill me if she's not going to give you that right now." And it was a very great moment because your face was you was signing autographs and something, and in this moment you changed your mood and you changed your face, and it was like very human being, very nice baby with a new toy, you know, and you was like very exciting of that. It is my favorite moment with you, baby, because I could feel your fascination in this moment with a new toy, like a 3-year-old baby with a new toy in Christmas, something like that. You were so surprised.
I remember this, and I just found this model. I still have it, and I was going through my storage last week, and it's still in my storage case and still in one piece. And I was always very proud of this because it looked like it took a lot of work, a lot of time for somebody to make and then to give it to me. It was, I think, one of the nicest presents. So I still have this and I'll keep this forever.
Yes, we know. And I'm going to tell her this situation that you still keep it. And you know how many people loves you around Latin America? Lots, and you know. And you are so conscious of that. How many people go with you and give that emotional gifts, maybe for a kid, maybe for an old lady, I don't know, can you remember that?
We often get gifts, which is always very amazing. I think the support we get in South America is some of the strongest we have anywhere in the world. You know, anytime, even when we're still doing things here in New Zealand, we still have many people messaging me from Argentina and Mexico and Chile with their support and their greetings, and it's always very nice. It's humbling to know that people are still interested in what we do, even if we're not in the WRC at the moment. So it's very nice to have everybody's support and best wishes and gifts, and it's nice to know that people have not forgotten about us yet.
Yes, I know, because I know all the love that we have for you. Baby, your funniest story in the car?
Funniest story in the car? Wow. That's a difficult one. I think there's always funny stories in the car. You know, when you get to travel the world, doing the sport that you love, often with your best friend beside you in the co-driver's seat. There's always lots of banter and talk, and the great thing when you go to a lot of countries, you see things you don't normally see, and it's just, I think we're lucky to always do what we do, and especially with what's happening now in the world, it makes you appreciate everything that we've done even more. You know, to be able to travel the world, see many things, many places, whereas now we one place, it's the complete opposite. So yeah, funny stories. I think there's always funny stories. It's hard to decide one. There's always funny stories at the after parties on the Sunday night after rally.
Yes, I know what you mean, baby.
and the dance moves and things. But yeah, it's hard to pick out just one.
Yeah, but you know, all the people doesn't know that this party is part of the relaxed psychological system of a team, because too much adrenaline for many days. So this party is the party where you get free all your adrenaline, get free all your feelings, and then you can restart on Monday, because on Tuesday maybe you are going to be in the car again, no? So that's really important.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or Monday, Tuesday, you're back on the plane. So, although whenever we come to Rally Mexico, it was always a party anyway. Everybody was partying from the Thursday all the way through the weekend. You always hear the big loud music and everything. So, but no, we couldn't join the party until Sunday.
Nah, that's very nice. Your funny story traveling?
Funny story traveling? The biggest problem I ever had, it's funny now, but it was not at the time. But I was traveling from Sardinia to Germany, where I lived in Germany, and then the Monday, the day after, I had to travel to the UK for Rally GB. And when I travelled to Germany, I had my passport in my pocket, and I didn't know until the next day on Monday when I went to fly to the UK, my passport was gone, and I had to get to the rally, and I had no passport. And in Europe, being that you're from New Zealand, you need a passport to go anywhere. So I had to spend all day in Germany, driving around, trying to find a way to get my passport back. Then I got speeding tickets to get into the airport. All the cameras are fine because I was trying to find my passport. And then luckily they found the cleaning people on the plane, found my passport and handed it into the lost and found at the airport, and I got my passport back. I got a new flight, which cost a lot of money.
Oh my God!
I got to the UK maybe 6 hours before the reconnaissance started for the rally. So
my gosh.
It's funny now, because normally for me, I never lose anything. I never lose my passport. And in this time, so for 48 hours, I had a lot of big problems.
No, but you know what? Maybe the people, you never feel the tired, that you are so tired when you, until that time, for example, because you came from a rally, you came traveling from Sardinia. It's really hard to make the connections, no? Because you have to go to somewhere in Europe, then to somewhere and another where, because Sardinia is very difficult. So very, yes. So yes, I understand you. And for example, your funny experience with a co-driver?
I think there's many things I can't do. There's always many things that happen in the car. I think that one of the best, well, not one of the best, but one that I think of is with my new co-driver, Sid Marshall, in 2017, when he got his first podium in the WRC at Rally Poland. So of course on the podium, we all had a little agreement between the other drivers that everybody just gets Seb. So 5 of us just completely saturated Seb in champagne. He was as wet as anything, like he'd been swimming, and couldn't see anything or anything. So it was a nice way to celebrate his first podium.
Now you have so Padawans there in New Zealand because you have a team. You are so active. You share experiences. You share knowledge with so many new drivers in New Zealand. Whatever. What is that part that you say, please? Never, ever you should do that because I passed this situation and it's the worst situation that you could ever pass in this world.
Well, of course I miss the WRC, but I love being back in New Zealand, and I think the biggest thing I'm learning here with business and with the people we're working with and everything, the biggest thing is always trust and loyalty, always being honest, being upfront. There's nothing worse when you deal with people who are not honest, and they don't tell you the correct thing to your face, and then you find out different things behind your back. So for me in life is always about just being honest, polite, thinking of what other people feel and what position they're in as well. And that's the way that we do business here in New Zealand. So probably some of the biggest lessons I've learned in life. And of course, we're always learning. But, I'm very happy being back at home in New Zealand. I spent many years away from New Zealand, so I'm happy to be back. But I also like to be driving cars, and I'd still like to be doing some WRC. So.
Yes, the other day in one interview in Rally Mexico with Michael Goldstein, I was telling him that when I think in New Zealanders, for example, PJ or Michael, or you are the branding ambassador of Rally New Zealand or the New Zealanders, and I always think in warm people, but in very well educated people, because you are so nice, so clean. You never tell anything bad about anybody. You just push and give very nice ideas, and nobody hear you, but somebody somewhere, somebody hear you. But you are always a gentleman, so that's very nice, and you are the image of that kind of gentleman, Hayden.
Oh, thanks. I think that New Zealand culture has always been like this. So we're here in New Zealand, this is normal. When I first went to Europe 8 or 9 years ago, we were surprised in the difference in the culture that over in Europe, because there's so many people, you have to push more for things, you have to think more about yourself, and you have to stand out from the crowd. In New Zealand, it's not like that. In New Zealand, everybody treats everybody the same. To be honest, when I come to places in South America, I sometimes, the same feeling of New Zealand. Everybody's very friendly, very welcoming. There's no hidden agendas. People, think about others around them, not just themselves. So that's where I think there's some similarities between New Zealand and South America.
No, you have to come back and see the reality. Well, okay. Okay. But you can dream, baby, don't worry. No, this is Wonderland. No, our mood is really different as in Europe, for example. But somebody once told me, a boss on TV, in Televisa, once told me, everybody is going to forgive you everything unless your success. And I think it's all around the world, because okay, you are so cool, so nice, but I think that you have to be, or to have many, and I know many times that you were really upset because the people behavior. So people in your team, people around the WRC, people in the rally fans, so because we are human beings, so no, the difference is that you control your mood, no?
Yeah, for sure. You always have difficult time. I like to think of them as life lessons. I had a lot of life lessons in the WRC that I look back on now, and I'm a stronger person, I'm a better person for it, and there was a lot of unpleasant situations, but hey, that's life, you know. Life's not supposed to be easy. We have to keep learning and keep developing, and as I say, I'm in a happy place now, so yeah, let's see what the future brings.
You know, I'm remembering right now when we saw each other in San Marino, in Rally Legend, and when you saw me that day, it was like it was another experience together, because many media, different media, was in San Marino, because it's a different reporters and whatever. So you were giving interviews wherever, and when you saw me, you make like this like no, feel at home, no, because we were the same people traveling all together, but it was a very different environment. So you were like, hey, Eli, nice to see you. So I'm tired, something like that. But it was very nice. So Hayden is so clear, always. I'm going to say always that Hayden Paddon is one of my favorites. Actually, don't tell anybody, but I think you are my favorite. Because you are so clear, so clean, you never hide your emotions. And it's so important in order to, because the people, if they look that you are upset, they respect you. If they look that you are sad, they respect you. So you don't have to be another one to be so strong. I'm an Iron Man. No, you are just hidden always. So yes, baby, you are my favorite. Okay?
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Now, new plans. Yes?
Mexico, though, so we have to see each other again in another rally. So rather than just on the phone, we have to come to a rally.
It's a promise, and I have a promise with people from the organization of the rally in New Zealand that I'm going to provide the tequila. So, okay, you are including in our plans. So please, you are a golfer also, no? Somebody told me that you are a very nice golfer there.
Not very good. No. Driving a race car is much easier than playing golf. So, but it's a good way to relax sometimes, is go play the golf.
Well, I have a plan for you, and okay, we should go to play golf, and then we are going to relax the very hard effort in the golf with tequila. How do you feel that? Okay?
Yeah, sure, why not? Perfect.
Okay, baby, thank you so much for your time. Yes?
No, thank you. And thank you for everybody's continued support. So it means a lot. I read it all, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
Yes, we're seeing you. Keep in touch, baby, please, because you are so far away from me, and you know that mommy cries all the time. But just to let us know that you are okay, and nothing else, because we are going to continue telling all the people around Latin America all the things that Hayden Paddon is doing, because you know that your first fan is me. Okay, baby?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, baby.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
En el siguiente episodio.
If he says something in the stage, I'm a little bit surprised, I'm shocked, because I need to focus on my work, and he is telling me something strange, whatever. The sun is totally nice today or something like this. And what do you want? Huh? Just drive the stage and so that we can have a chat again.
No te lo pierdas. Friends at Home de Rally Inside Plus Internacional.